Jango, South Korean President Moon Jae-in and the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, held a bilateral summit this morning. The two leaders vowed to strengthen their country's special strategic partnership through more concrete cooperation. Our Blue House correspondent Hwang Hojun reports.
Children waving flags, an inspection of the honor guard. A proper red carpet welcome for a leader the South Korean president calls a friend and a brother. President Moon Jae-in and his Indian counterpart, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, met Friday at the Blue House for about an hour. After that, they signed multiple MOUs and then held a joint press conference where the two leaders declared their resolution to strengthen their country's ties.
양국의 우호 협력 관계를 한 차원 더 높게 발전시키고 더 나아가 양국이 함께 아시아를 사람 중심의 평화와 번영의 공동체로 만들어 나가는 것입니다.
To promote human and cultural exchanges between the two countries, the Indian government has decided to extend the period of stay allowed for Korean citizens in India up to 3 years from the current 12 months. Seoul, on the other hand, is looking to open a new collective tourist visa program for Indian nationals. And to emphasize their historical ties, both countries will jointly issue a commemorative stamp of Hwang Hojun, the queen of the founding ruler of Korea's ancient Kaya kingdom, who is believed by many to have come from India. Regarding their economic partnership, President Moon and Prime Minister Modi noted that the two countries' trade volume reached an all-time high of $21.5 billion last year, and they agreed to continue to boost bilateral economic cooperation with the goal to reaching $50 billion in trade volume by 2030. To that end, the two leaders will work to quickly conclude negotiations on the Korea-India Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Also, bilateral collaboration can be expected in fields related to the fourth industrial revolution, green energy, and even the space industry, while the two countries also encourage exchanges between each other's startups. Last but not least, President Moon and Prime Minister Modi pledged to work closely to establish peace and prosperity in the region, not just the Korean peninsula. They also decided to further promote strategic cooperation in national defense and the defense industry, while also reinforcing joint efforts to cope with transnational crimes such as terrorism. President Moon hosted a state luncheon afterwards in honor of the visiting Indian Prime Minister, the first world leader to make a state visit to South Korea so far this year. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.